looking for something. Hello, all. It is Thursday, November 21st, and what I'm going to talk about is a mental condition called hypochondria. What is hypochondria? I really don't know the definition. I can only tell you what a hypochondriac is from experience to this day. Um, what a hypochondriac is a person that overreacts. Hypochondria is a person that blows it out of proportion. A hypochondriac is a person that trips um, when it is related to the physical body because they over worry about their physical well being. And so now, this is not something that I went to the doctor and the doctor said, Mr. Gonzalez, you have hypochondria. No, um, pretty much self diagnosed myself with it based on uh, just my mental process. And so let me give you examples. A hypochondriac, if he starts coughing a lot, he'll probably think he's developing bronchitis. Hypochondriac, um, if this or that hurts, he thinks he may be dying. A hypochondriac, if you feel something on the side or a bruise or such, then a hypochondriac might think that he's developing lung cancer because I used to vape. And so, yeah, that is how a hypochondriac starts tripping. And so, I want to say about 3 years ago, I was at my relative's pad and we were watching the local news. And this was in the month of December because they were reporting on how there is a holiday rash, also known as a stress rash. And that comes about from, especially in the month of December, because everything that comes with the holidays, from finances to just people getting overwhelmed. And so, what they call this holiday rash. And so, we're watching the news, right? And my relative has a mirror from the ceiling to the floor. So I happened to be standing next to this mirror. So I turned around, looked at the mirror, lifted my shirt, and saw a small rash. I flipped out, started tripping. Seconds after, I just saw the news report on what that is. So I turned over to my relative and told him, take me to the emergency room. He said, Angel, you're tripping. I said, I know. Take me to the ER, please. And so he took me to the ER. And at the time, I did have health insurance. However, to visit the ER, the copayment is about $100. And I didn't want to come out of my pocket knowing that I'm already tripping because I know I'm a hypochondriac. So I see the doctor. Actually, I had to talk my way around it. And yeah, I got seen without pain. And so um, I see the doctor and I show the doctor the rash, but I told him, Doctor, I'm a hypochondriac. And then he saw my rash and he told me this. So this is how to go about hypochondria, because does hypochondria have a cure or can be healed? I don't know. That I don't know if it's ongoing or it can be healed through um, experience therapy or something. Uh, I meant to say, um, anyhow. And so the doctor tells me this. This is how you know on how to distinguish a rash from an infection. Let me use my arm. I don't have a rash, but all right. So say you have a rash and it's a whatever color rashes are, let's say reddish. And so what you do is you press in the middle of the rash and then press aside and let go. If the rash turns whitish or your skin color, and then you let go and it goes back to the rash color, then that's a rash. He said if you rub the rash and it don't change whitish or whatever your skin color is, it stays that reddish color, then that's an infection. Therefore, he told me you simply have a rash, you can use this kind of cream. I didn't use the cream. Sure enough, the very next day the rash was gone. So what he told me was, when you act up with hypochondria, think logical. That's exactly what the medical doctor told me. And makes total sense. And that's how to go about if having hypochondria, or if you know anyone that is a hypochondriac. So that's today's video. Until the next one,